In June of 2021, a Muslim family in London, Ontario was killed in a terrorist attack. They were killed only because they were Muslims. I remember reading one day a Facebook comment on that news, and it said, 30 people were killed in Nigeria by Muslim terrorists today. And I just knew. I knew the person who posted this really did not like Muslims. I saw the hate in that comment. The justification for the killing of innocent people. It's easy for me to recognize it. It was textbook definition of Islamophobia, in my view. And there are multiple faces of that. There is that blatant, they deserve it type of comment, and there is the venomous, poisonous, false flag, fake news. Are you sure this happened? And then there's the other version, which is very dismissive. Nobody, supports killing innocent people, but that's expected. And we know that people who say that don't feel any sympathy. Well, as now I sit and I remember those incidents, they hit me hard because I can reflect that on some of the things that I heard about the Jewish loss of life on October the 7th. And I can see the same sentiment. And I can now call it for what it is. It is anti-Semitic. And I'm glad it is no longer inside of me, and I'm glad that I am surrounded by people, Arabs and Jews, who refused this sentiment. They refuse these statements, and they recognize it for what it is, Islamophobic or anti-Semitic or racist bigotry in general. You see, I see now the discrimination against both Jewish and Arab communities in Canada since October the 7th as two sides of the same ugly coin. Our focus on our own suffering and writing off the other because there's someone else suffering as a result of occupation, terrorism, or security, or whatever is wrong. Trying to blame the victims for their suffering, or claiming that their suffering exaggerated and they are doing it to themselves, is also wrong, and everybody's doing that. Using the actions of the worst actors of a certain group to label the whole group and pass judgment on them is wrong. And cheap and childish, by the way. You should not be doing that. And that called, nobody supports killing innocent people, of course. And that statement is always followed by a justification of why it's going to be okay to do that today. That is also wrong. Look, I'm neither naive nor blind to the situation or the asymmetry of power, but I do not want us to fall into this moral equivalency trap that took 3 generations, including mine, completely into failure. You can, and we should do better than this. And I'm hoping for a better tomorrow.